Hello everyone, DJ Collectibles 99 here, and today we'll be taking a look at the limited edition Moana doll. I've actually had this doll since release, but it was around the time before I had YouTube, so I never got a chance to review her. But today is the day. She is already unboxed because, of course, I already got her a long time ago, but I think somewhere on Google there are pictures of the box since I can't show you because it is in storage. But I can't wait to show you all of the details because it is absolutely amazing and she's such an underrated doll. So I'm very, very happy to show you all the details that she has to offer, especially since she's unboxed so you can see everything that they did to her. Her outfit in the movie is actually very simple, so they took some liberties and like tried to make it just a little bit more limited edition like, but it's still very, very true to the animation, and I feel like they wanted to keep it that way since it's a very nice Polynesian outfit. So I think it's really nice and they capture that time period very well. But yeah, let's get started with all the details. Starting with her face here, you can see that it is undeniably Moana. They did an amazing, amazing job with this sculpt and the face paint. Like, it looks almost exactly like her animation, and I absolutely love that amount of detail from the amount of eyelashes that she has and just the amount of detail into the eyes itself. It's absolutely awesome, and she looks so determined in her face paint, as Moana should be, because she is a very powerful character. And I will say that this doll does not have rooted eyelashes. They're all painted on, but I am perfectly okay with that because she's not the type of girl to go out to the ball or anything like that, and she's wearing just very nice Polynesian gear, so I just don't see the need for lashes to glamour her up anymore, because she's just more of a strong-willed character rather than like a character that glams up a lot. So definitely okay with that. Her headpiece here is super cool. It has flower shells right there, which I thought was a super cute detail, that they took shells and formed them to make the shape of flowers rather than put flowers into it. So I thought that was kind of cool. And they're all like faux grass pieces here, which I'm really glad about, that they used it as, you know, actual fabric than actually just having it plastic. So that's kind of cool. Her hair is super, super awesome. It's very, very curly and very flowy as well. It is very crunchy, so it's not like that soft type of texture. Like, it does actually have like a little bit of like give and soft texture to it, but because they wanted it to hold this type of super curly wavy vibe that she has in the movie, it's very, very gelled to just hold its shape. Now, for her necklace that Grandma Tala gave her, this right here is all plastic, but it's very detailed. You can see the roping in the plastic, and then it has plastic kind of pearls going around it. So it's really, really nice. And then you can see the shell right here is very nicely detailed as well. And my favorite thing about this necklace is, if I can, let me set this down real quick so it's easier to get to it. It actually opens. Inside, you have the Heart of Te Fiti, which I thought was absolutely amazing. And they totally didn't have to do that. They just could have sculpted it and left it at that. But the fact that it actually opens is just another little detail that I absolutely love. Right here, you can see that it has like a sun in line embroidery at the top of her bodice here, which is super cool. And her shirt, of course, won't fall down because it has a strap that's clear that just kind of holds it in place. And then they put little pearls going around the edge, which I thought was a really nice attention to detail, and it's very, it like adds like a little bit of a 3D effect too, to just kind of make her stand out a little bit more. So I like the fact that they did that, and it goes all the way around as well to the back, which is awesome. It doesn't stop halfway. I love when they do that because it's just more detail. And I'm pretty sure yeah, there's her tag. I think back then was when they still did the numbers on the back. So yeah, I got 1,630 out of the 6,500. Which I actually kind of wish that they would go back to doing that, because I just kind of like the idea of having the stamped doll number next to the certificate of authenticity. But what you gonna do? But right here you can see that there's a little bit more of like Polynesian type of detail right here underneath the beads, which is super nice. And it's almost like a wrap top, so it's like kind of folded over at the bottom here, and all sewn shut. And then it has like a little slight wave cut at the bottom here, because she is very attached to the ocean. So I like that it's like a little bit more of like a wavy type of design. And then right here, you can see that she has like a leaf cuff with flowers going around. Now this one is actually plastic. I really, really wish that they made it out of fabric, but this still looks nice. It is in all like super bendy fabric, right, or plastic right here. And the details and the flowers are really nice and stuff, and as well as the leaves, and I like the coloring to make it more three-dimensional. And then there's also a matching set on her ankles right here with just different tops kind of holding around her ankle as well, also made completely out of plastic. And then while we're right here, you can see that they actually added sand to her feet, which is super cool. They also did not have to do that type of detail, but I think it's really cool that they did that, since her island is literally made out of sand. So it looks like she was just on the beach, which I think is another great detail and makes her more realistic. And then for her skirt here, she has a belt going over top, and then there is also the Polynesian type of embroidery going in a darker orange. And I actually really like this like shiny like orange fabric that they use. It's very coarse. It feels like a really good sturdy fabric. And then this is almost like a burlap sap like material that they used for like the skirt. It's like a very durable material, very stiff, but very nice quality. Right here it's got like a triangle type gold embroidery pattern right here going all the way around. And then there's also like triangle and diamond shaped embroidery that's kind of like just kind of coming off of it. This like flap right here, because there's several, or there's like 2 layers to it in total. So this is the first layer. And then underneath you have this beautiful Polynesian flower pattern, as well as like this other triangle zigzag pattern at the bottom as well. And then on this bottom piece you have also the same type of triangle pattern, just without the little things right here. I forget what they're called. And then another detail that I thought was absolutely amazing is, since she's, you know, working on her island and everything and staying on the beach, she is a little bit wet, so they added little tiny drops onto her skirt as if she was just near the ocean and got a little bit wet. So I think that's kind of a nice detail, and it's all over the skirt like it's running off. So it's another amazing detail that they added, and I'm so happy that they did that. Underneath is like a grass skirt type deal. It's like a golden brownish color, which I thought was really nice, and it's very plentiful, very flowy, and just kind of moves naturally. So I think that's really awesome. She also comes with an accessory, and that is her oar, I believe it's called. And it actually looks like wood, which I think is really, really nice. They added a lot of nice texturing into it, and it's sculpted very well, and I just love the type of dark spots that they put on it to make it look really like wood and make it look really natural. And then right here you can see there's carvings into it that's really nice on both sides. And then going down you can see there's other type of just details that they put into it, as well as a nice wrapping detail. And this is where you can actually attach it to her, going onto the hand like that. And then you can see that it has feathers on it and nice like other little hanging beads and stuff, which I thought or I wish was real feathers and stuff, but I feel like over time it just would have probably faded and looked broken and stuff. So I suppose for this is fine. I just definitely wish that it had a little bit more feathers to make it like, you know, just a little bit more realistic, but it's absolutely fine and still very, very detailed. You can also see at the bottom right here, there's a lot more engraved texture, which is super nice. I absolutely adore the markings on it. It's super nice and I love the detail. But she did not just come with her oar, she also came with Heihei and Pua. So I thought that was a really nice detail as well because she comes with her companions. And Pua is really, really, really nice. He is very nicely detailed and sculpted. It looks just like the animation. He's just as cute as ever. And then we have this crazy bird on top, Heihei, and they actually come kind of pinned to the top, but you don't want to remove the plastic because he will fall off. They're not molded together. But he's also very nicely painted and detailed and sculpted very well and looks just like the animation, so that's really nice. And on top in the box, they are on top of this mountain of sand with a shell on it, which is also sculpted really nicely. It's got a sand texture to it that they added, which actually comes off if you're not careful, so just be careful with that because it feels like real sand that they put onto it, like a nice grain thing. And then you can see their footprints in it leading up to the top. So I thought that was really cool, and the texture of the shell is also very nice and very realistic looking. So this is a very, very, very beautiful detailed set. And I very much highly recommend it. I know she was a little underrated at release, and I don't know why. She's absolutely detailed. I think it was the stock photos that didn't show all the details up close, but I assure you, it's absolutely amazing. Definitely worth adding to the other princess lineup. She is super, super gorgeous. But I think that's it. So let me know what you guys think of her. Do you have her? Do you like her? I absolutely love her. I just am so happy that she's in the lineup with the princesses, and I absolutely adore the movie. So yeah, I think that's all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.